If you have this picture in your mind, you are what I like to call a Bible colonizer. Because I believe the picture, but that is not what Genesis 1:1 is talking about. Genesis 1 and verse 1.
In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth.
All right. God created the heaven and the earth. That is what is called a cosmology. So cosmology is talking about how the universe began. And as you can imagine, over the last thousands of years, different humans have had different ideas about how the universe began. Right. So now real quick, tell us about our own cosmology in the 21st century.
The term universe refers to everything within the cosmos.
Because remember, cosmology is about the origin of the universe. So now what is the universe? What you just said, everything within the cosmos. Keep on.
The planets, stars, galaxies, light, and even the vacuum between these entities. Modern astronomy has revealed that a great deal about the observable universe, which is generally accepted to have begun via the hot Big Bang some 13.6 billion years ago.
So now we're not talking about right or wrong right now. We're talking about the 21st century cosmology, meaning that if somebody walk up talking about the Big Bang, you don't have to agree with it to know what they're talking about. Oh yeah, okay, that's when they said that the bang and then the earth came from that and the people was in the water and came out the water and eventually monkeys and whatever, like that. Like we all get it. That's our 21st century cosmology. That's how we get this picture. I want to go on record and say, I believe the picture. The fact that I believe the picture has nothing to do with what I'm about to say next, because the Bible we read has nothing to do with the picture. It's not about how the earth began, but more about the meaning of it. So if you have this picture in your mind, you are what I like to call a Bible colonizer. Because I believe the picture, but that is not what Genesis 1:1 is talking about. You know how much vanity it would be for God to explain to Moses this picture? And what do you have to understand to know that the sun is really a ball of gas?
Yeah.
You know, the first question is, what's gas? You take that for granted as an American because you went to class, because you know about gasoline and you know about natural gas that you cook with. Like, that's not a thing for Moses.
Right.
Just saying. All right, then, fine.
In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth.
So that's our summary statement. God created what's up there and what's down here. The heaven and the earth, right? Because remember last time we talked about quasars and stuff, and you know that might mess us up, right? So what's up there? What's down here? All right. So now that's the introduction. How exactly did God accomplish this thing? Go ahead, sir.
And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters.
So the action begins, right? In literature class, this is what you would call a plot conflict, right? Now, as an American, it's easy for the plot to go over your head because you're thinking about that globe. That's why it goes over your head. Now, the plot conflict, right, doesn't start with the serpent, because we ain't got to no serpent yet. So that's why I'm like making sure everybody with me. Like it went over your head. So come with me, walk with me, right? It say the earth was without form and void, darkness on the face of the deep. No. In verse 1, it say he did it. So if he did it, then how do we get to the earth and it don't even have a form? Because a globe is a form, right? So that means that now what we're supposed to see is that the darkness on the face of the deep, these dark waters, is the first thing God is going to have to bend to his will. This is the first thing standing in the way of having a good earth, a good land, the garden that we know he's trying to get to. This is the first thing, is these waters, right? And that's why we made a big deal last Passover about Genesis 1 chapter 2, about how he did 10 plagues and took Egypt from the Garden of Eden systematically backwards to Genesis chapter 1 verse 2, because this is nothingness. Yeah. Right. If you deal with science, you know how to say something is nothing is like a misnomer, and it's almost like it's oxymoron a little bit. But like whatever you could say about nothingness, this is their equivalent of it. Is the waters. They represent death. Right. Now think about your Christianity and think about what waters have to do with him, and how your understanding of it didn't start here though, and how it might be a gap in it. Right. So but we gonna keep read verse 2 one more